Hello. In this session, we're going to focus on our lower leg, ankle, foot, and toe strength, movement, and articulation. I'm going to use a pillow and a yoga block, maybe a towel and or a strap. I'm also going to be laying on my back, facing with my leg towards you, chest to the sky, so you can see better. You can face whatever works for you. So I'm laying on my back. The back of my hips are on a supportive pillow or something that you can rest the back of your hips on. Not your lower back specifically, but your back of your hips. So it can be, the prop can be touching your waistband, but it's mostly below your waistband towards your hips. All right. You're gonna bend one leg towards you. You're gonna reach that leg up towards the sky. If that is too intense for you, you can always take a towel or a band around that leg with your elbows on the floor to help support that leg staying in the air. So there is a bit of front of your body, hip flexor work here, quite a bit. Right. So once you're there, let your leg be long. We're gonna just practice flexing the foot, which means pulling your toes back towards you and reaching your heel bone up towards the sky. And just release that. And again, flex. You pull your toes back and push your heel up as if your toenail can reach all the way back to the front of your shin bone, at least in your mind, yeah? And then release. One more time. Flex the foot and ankle, toes back, heel up. Release. Now reverse that. Now the heel bone is going to come back to towards the back of that shin bone, and toes reach away from you towards the sky, and release. Again, the heel bone comes back towards you, toes reach up towards the sky. Great job. And release. Again, heel bone towards you, toes up towards the sky, and release. Let's combine those. You're going to flex. Pull the toes back towards you, heel bone up, and then point. Pull the heel bone towards you, toes reach up. And again, flex. Toes towards you, heel bone reaches up, and then point. Heel bone towards you, toes reach up. One more time. Breathing, relax your shoulders. Heel bone up, toes towards you. Flexing, reverse point. Heel bone towards the back of your shin. Toes lift up. Great. Bend that knee. Let's give that leg a break. Other knee to your chest. Again, if you used a prop around one leg, use the prop around the other leg, even if it may not feel like it wants it as much as the other leg did. It does not matter. You want to be pretty symmetrical when you practice. Easy. Yep. When you're ready, join me here. Pull your toes back towards your shin bone, toenails to the front of your shin bone, and reach that heel bone up to the sky, like it's reaching through the back of your leg to the sky, and just release that. You can always hit pause and take a break. Toenails come towards the front of your shin bone, heel bone reaches up towards the sky. Great job, and then release that. Again, flexing. Toes towards you, heel bone presses up. Nice, and release. Now do the inverse. Heel bone comes down towards you, toes reach up away from you. Great job, and then release. Again, heel bone comes towards you, toes reach up away from you, strong point. That's right, and release. One more time. Heel bone comes towards you, toes reach up away from you. That's right, pointing, and then release. Let's add a combination. Flex, pull the toes towards you, the top of the foot comes towards the top of the shin, front of the shin bone. Now point, the heel bone comes towards the back of the shin bone, top of the foot goes away from the front of the shin bone, toes reach away from you as well. Top of the foot comes towards your shin bone, heel bone reaches up, toes towards you as well. And then top of the foot goes away from you, heel bone comes towards you, toes go away from you, pointing. One more time. Toes come towards you, top of the foot towards you, heel bone goes away from you. That's right, and then reverse that, pointing, heel bone towards you, top of the foot away from you, toes away from you. Great job. Bend that knee, 2 feet down, other knee to you. Use your strap to help you, totally great. Just, it's helpful to have your elbows on the floor so you don't overtax your shoulders and your neck. Now, we're gonna point strongly here as much as you can, so your heel bone comes towards you, top of the foot and toes away from you. All you do, keeping the point, reach the big toe side of the foot over towards the big toe side, right? And then bring it back. Stay pointed. Just reach the toes over towards the big toe side of the foot. Bring the inner edge of that foot closer to you and release. The big toe, the whole big toe side of the foot comes towards you. Here your heel bone doesn't really go out in opposition like you did earlier. And release. Now we're going to try the other range of motion, which has less movement to it. Now you're going to reach the pinky toe side of the foot out that way, keeping it pointed, and release. So The pinky toe goes towards the pinky toe side, all the toes trying to reach over with it. That's right, release. If you're cramping, give your foot a little shake. I know. It feels really odd. Easy. Reach those toes over to the pinky toe side and release. The whole outer edge of the pinky toe side of the foot tries to bend towards the pinky toe side and release. Stay pointed one more time. Again, the whole foot goes over towards that side. Come center. Now you're going to flex your foot. Oh, that feels great. Now we're going to do the same thing with the foot being flexed. The inner toe edge of the foot goes over towards the big toe side. So from big toe to heel bone is trying to face the big toe side and return. Bottom of the foot towards the ceiling. Again, big toe edge comes towards you. Really great job. And then to the ceiling. Nice. Again, big toe edge towards you. You got it. And then to the ceiling. Keep it flexed. Again, keep pulling those toes back. Big toe edge towards you. And return one more time. Again, big toe edge towards you. You got it. Return. Now go the opposite way, keeping it flexed. The pinky toe edge of the foot tries to come closer to you. Big toe edge goes away from you and then return. Again, pinky toe edge, it's less range of motion on this side. That's normal. Pinky toe edge towards you, beckon it towards you. Big toe edge away from you, keeping the foot flexed and return. 3 more. Again, pinky toe side of the foot, the hole from the pinky toe towards the heel bone tries to come closer to you, keeping that foot flexed and return. 2 more. Again, the whole foot tries to go in that one direction and release. The sole of the foot goes from facing the ceiling, trying to face the wall over to the side. Return, bend that knee. Oh, release, 2 feet down. You know we've got 2 legs to go. Other leg, now you're going to point strongly. And again, you're going to keep the point. You're going to bring the big toe side of the foot, staying in the point, over towards the big toe side, over to the one wall, and then return back to the center. Again, it reaches over, without moving your leg or thigh bone, over towards that wall on the big toe side. Return. The big toe side of the foot comes closer to you, pinky toe side further away from you. And release. 2 more. Again, you're doing really well. Easy. Keep it pointed. I know the knee may not be perfectly straight, but keep your thigh bone still. Just reach the foot over to the side, keeping it pointed. And return. Now we're going to reverse that. Easy. The pinky toe edge goes over towards the pinky toe side, big toe edge away from you, and then return. Again, pinky toe edge away from you, towards you, big toe edge away from you, and then return. Keep it pointed. Again, pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away from you, keeping that point, and return. 2 more. Again, easy. Breathe. You can feel all the strength and stretch required to these very small movements, and they're very strengthening to your extremity, to your foot because of that. Return. Now flex that foot, keeping it flexed, and repeat. The big toe edge of the foot comes towards you. The pinky toe edge goes away. You stay flexed. Return. Sole the foot towards the ceiling. Big toe edge towards you. Pinky toe edge away. Great job. And then return. Keeping your thigh bone, leg bone still. Big toe edge towards you. Pinky toe edge away. And return. And again. Big toe edge towards you. Keep the foot flexed. Pinky toe edge away. And return to the ceiling again. Sole of the foot tries to face the big toe side of the room. That's right, return. Keep the foot flexed and reverse. Try to keep your thigh bone very still. It can be helpful to hold on to it for that reason. Now the pinky toe edge tries to come closer to you and big toe edge away, keeping your foot flexed. Return. Again, pinky toe edge towards you. Really great job. Big toe edge away. Return. 3 more. Again, easy. It's not a very big range of motion, but there is movement there. There is a possibility of movement. And then return. You might not feel like your foot's doing a lot of movement, but you can feel all the work involved in trying to do that motion. That's right. Return. And again, let's do 2 more. Again, pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away, keeping the foot flexed. Return. 1 more time. Again, pinky toe edge away from you, towards you, big toe edge away from you. Return. Release. Bend that knee 2 feet down. All right. Other leg up. You're doing really, really well here. We're going to start in a point. Right. We're going to go over to the big toe side in the point, right? And then from there, you're going to start to flex your foot. So pull the toes back, push the heel up, top of the foot comes towards you, but you're still going towards the big toe side. And then slowly you'll bring it back so your toes are in line with your shin and you're in that flex position that we did earlier. Great job. Reverse that. Keep the foot flexed. You have the inner edge, the big toe edge coming towards you, pinky toe edge away. And then keeping that, you're going to start to point your toes, coming into that pointed big toe edge towards you. And then point so much and unwind, come back to center. And again, bring it over to the big toe edge, stay pointed. Now, stay over on the big toe edge, start to pull the toes back, start to flex the foot, keeping the big toe edge towards you, pull the toes back towards you, heel bone presses up, and then return back to that flex where your toes are in line with your shin. And then reverse that, go over to the big toe edge as far as you can, keeping it flexed. Then, keeping the big toe edge over to the side, start to point the toes. The top of the foot goes away from you, heel bone comes towards you. You're in that space where the big toe edge is coming closer to you, and you're pointing little toe edge away. Then point some more until you come back to center. One more time. Again, pointing, bring the big toe edge towards you. Now keep the big toe edge towards you. Start to pull the toes back, start to push the heel up. Sole of foot faces the side of the room, start to flex more. Then flex so much to flex maximally, you have to come back to center. Really great job. Go back to your point. Now we're going to go the other way, the less motion way. Now you're going to bring the whole foot over towards the pinky toe edge. It doesn't look like much, but there is a bit of movement there. Now keep the pinky toe edge towards you more. Start to pull the toes back, start to flex. You're going to try and get the outer pinky toe edge to come towards you more. Flex more. In order to reach your full flex, your toes have to come towards you, heel up to the sky directly. Now reverse that. Keep your foot flexed, let the pinky toe edge go away from you. Keep that pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away from you, sorry, wrong words. Keep that, start to curl the toes to point. Heel bone comes towards you, pinky toe edge still towards you as much as you can. Start to point more and more and more. To get to your full point, you have to come all the way back to toes in line with your ankle. Two more times. Toes go over to the pinky toe side, pointing, 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 pointing strongly. To go more, pinky toe edge towards you, pull the toes back, start to flex the foot. Pinky toe edge still towards you a lot, but to flex your foot more, now you're going to have to come back so the toes are in line with your shin towards you directly. Reverse, keep the foot flexed, pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away from you as much as you can. Then slowly, stay with me please, start to point those toes. And then ease, you're going to start to reach around to the point with the pinky toe edge towards you. To point more directly, come to the center where your toes are up and the heels back towards your mom. One more time. Keep your toes pointed. The pinky toe edge goes over to the side. Pinky toe edge comes closer to you. Big toe edge away from you. Keep that. Start to pull the toes back with the pinky toe edge coming towards you. Heel bone presses up, toes towards you. Now to flex more, come back to center where we did earlier, that flex where your toes are coming right to the front of your shin bone. Then keep the flex. Bring the pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away. Keep that with the pinky toe edge coming towards you. Start to point, curl the toes, pull the heel bone back towards you. Easy breathe. Then point more until you arrive back center, pointing strongly. Relax, bend, put it down. You can feel all the strength required in your extremity to do these small little motions. It's very healthy for you. All right, we're going to start pointing on the other leg. Let's go to the big toe edge first because there's more range there. It can be more satisfying. In the point, bring the big toe edge towards you from pointing. Now, keep the big toe edge towards you. Start to pull the toes back. Start to flex, pushing the heel bone up away from you. Still having that big toe edge coming towards you. Start to move the toes towards you more to come into a more of a full flex. Once you reach your full flex, toes are coming towards the front of your shin bone. Heel bone up away from you. Great job. Reverse that. Keep the flex. Bring the big toe edge of the foot towards you, pinky toe edge away from you. Keep that. Now that's the focus. Start to reach the toes away, top of the foot away from you, and the big toe edge towards you to point, and then come around to point more directly. You have to bring the toes up in line with the ankle directly, with a straight line, and heel bone towards you. Great job. Again, keep the point. Toes, big toe edge comes towards you, pinky toe edge away from you in the point. Keep that big toe edge towards you. Start to flex. Push the heel bone up. Pull the toes back. Big toe edge still comes towards you. And then come towards you more until you're in your full flex. Reverse. Again. Big toe edge towards you. Pinky toe edge away from you. You're flexing your foot. And then you can keep the big toe edge towards you as you start to point. Heel bone comes towards you. Heel bone comes towards you more. Start to point more. Then return and point more all the way center. Great job. Last round. Big toe edge comes towards you in the point. Pinky toe edge away from you. Then big toe edge stays towards you as you start to flex. Big toe edge towards you more, but then you start to flex more and more and more till the heel bone reaches up. Toes come back to you. Great job. Full flex. Reverse that. Keep the ankle flexed. Big toe edge towards you. Pinky toe edge away from you. Keep the big toe edge towards you. Start to point. Start to pull the heel bone towards you. Top of the foot starts to go away from you into more of that point where the toes, big toe edge towards you. And then to point more directly, reach the full point where both sides of your feet are even. You got it. Now we have to reverse that. From your point, go over to the pinky toe side. Goes over towards you more, big toe edge away from you more. Keep that. Now pull the toes back with the pinky toe edge coming towards you. Heel bone presses away from you. Toes and top of the foot come towards you. Into that pinky toe edge coming towards you more. Now to come to your full flex, toes have to be in line with the ankle and foot in front of you. Heel bone to the sky. Great job. Reverse that. In the flex, pinky toe edge comes closer to you. Big toe edge away from you. Keep that pinky toe edge towards you. Start to point your toes and pull the heel bone back. Pinky toe edge still towards you as much as you can. Then you're going to start to focus on pointing more and more and more until you come back to that middle place center. Repeat again. Pinky toe edge comes over towards you more. Big toe edge away from you in the point. Keep that. Start to pull the toes back. Push the heel up. Really pull the whole pinky toe edge as close to you as possible. Big toe edge away. Then you're going to flex more. To flex more specifically, heel bone comes up. Toes reach towards the front of that shin bone directly. Reverse that. Keep the flex. Pinky toe edge comes towards you more. Thigh bone stay still. I know. And then keep that pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away. Start to point the toes. Pull the heel back towards the back of your shin. Keep the pinky toe edge towards you as much as you can. And you're going to point more. Bring the toes back up towards the sky. Heel bone towards the back of your shin in line with your whole leg. One more time. Again, pinky toe edge goes over towards you more. Big toe edge away. Keep the point. You're going to have to start to flex your toes more to do more of the big pinky toe edge towards you, big toe edge away. You're going to flex more. You're going to relieve that coming into that full flex. Your toenails go to the front of your shin bone, heel bone up to the sky. Reverse that. Keep the flex. Reach the outer edge of that foot, pinky toe edge closer to you, big toe edge away. To do more of that, you're going to start to curl the toes and really bring that outer edge towards you more. And you're going to trace back up to that point where the toes are up to the sky, heel bone towards you. Really great job. Release and bend. You can always hit pause. Now, we're going to try and make a full circle with the ankle. That's what we've been working to. Again, you can hold on to your thigh. It's often very supportive because people's legs often make the circle instead of the ankle foot. So we're going to start in that point. We're going to trace a clock face, yeah? We're going to go reverse first. So if my big toe's at the 12 o'clock, my heel bone is sort of like at the 6 o'clock. My toes are going 11, 9, 6, 3, 12. Tracing the clock face with your toes. That's what I'm referencing. I'm not referencing the heel for the clock face. Just the toes, try to make a circle, all right? So here we go. Starting at 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock is the point. From 12 o'clock, bring the toes over to 11. And then bring the toes over to 10, 9. I gotta pull the toes back because I gotta reach, over to down to the 8, down to the 7. 6 o'clock is that full flex. From 6, you gotta bring the pinky toe edge towards you to reach over towards the 5. And then you reach over towards the 4. 3 o'clock, you start to point those toes. 2 o'clock, still reaching the pinky toe edge towards you more. 1 o'clock, come back to the 12. That's all that you do. You go over to the 11 with me, please. Try not to skip ahead. 10, that's right. 9, start to pull the toes back. Easy. 8, reach the toes to the 7. 6 is that full flex. From the 6, pinky toe edge comes towards you, big toe edge away from you. 5, that's right. 4, start to curl the toes to point. Still pinky toe edge towards you more. 2, 1, 12 o'clock is that full point. You got it. Again, go over to 12, keeping your thigh bone still. Don't let it rotate or anything else like that. 10, 11, 10, 9. That's right. Pull the toes back. 8, breathe. 7, 6 is that full flex. Keep going. Pinky toe edge towards you. Reach over to that 5 o'clock as much as you can. 4 o'clock, start to point the toes. 3 o'clock, pinky toe edge towards you as much as you can. 2 o'clock, that's right. 1 o'clock, 12. Now reverse. Let's go around the clock. Clockwise. Go over to 1 o'clock. This is very familiar. Then over to 2 o'clock. Start to pull the toes back. 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Pinky toe edge towards you. 5. 6 is that full flex. Big toe edge towards you to reach across to the 7. And then the 8. Here's that 9. Reach the toes over. 10. 11. Back to 12 o'clock with the toes. Again, go over to 1 o'clock. Then reach over to 2 o'clock, keeping your thigh bone still. Start to pull the toes back. 3 o'clock, pinky toe edge towards you. 4, pinky toe edge towards you more. 5,
And then 6 is that full flex, toes to the front of your shin bone, heel bump. Reach across over to the 7, keeping the foot flexed. Then start to reach over to the 8, start to curl the toes. 9, 10, you're in that pointing with the big toe edge towards you. 11, 12, one more time this direction, around. 1, take your time. Easy, gently, big pinky toe edge towards you. 2, pinky toe edge towards you more. 3, still more. 4, that's right. 5, now we're even. 6, and then the big toe edge comes towards you across, and then start to curl the toes. 8, that's right. 9's way over there. 10, big toe edge towards you. 11, 12, great job there, and rest. Oh, you can feel all the strength required to do that simple range of motion. You wouldn't think it was anything to look at it, but it's really, really quite engrossing, let's say, for lack of a better word. Right. Now, on this, I'm going to go clockwise on this foot towards the big toe side because that's easier, right? Right, I should have said that in the leg, but I went towards the big toe side to start because that is easier for people generally. So start on your point, keep your thigh bone still, use a towel to help you, whatever you got. Now, in the point, big toe edge comes towards you. We go over from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, then over to 2. You start to pull the toes back more for 3, and then you go reach to 4. Big toe edge comes towards you a lot. Big toe edge towards you more for 5. To come to 6, toenails to the front of the shin bone, heel bone to the sky. Now, pinky toe edge towards you, keep your foot flexed for 7. That's right. Still more of that for 8. Start to curl the toes. 9 is way over there, starting to point. 10, pointing more, still pinky toe edge towards you. 11, and then 12 is toes up directly, heel bone towards you. And again, in the point, go across to the 1. That's right. Over to the 2. Start to pull the toes back for 3. Big toe edge towards you a lot. Big toe edge towards you a lot. Pull the toes back starting for 4. Big toe edge towards you a lot. Curl the toes back more for 5. And then come to your 6 o'clock, toenails towards the front of your shin bone, heel up. And then keep the flex. Pinky toe edge towards you over for the 7. Pinky toe edge towards you, reach towards the air, start to point. And then reach over to the 9 o'clock position, still pinky toe edge towards you. 10, start to point more. 11, that's right. 12 o'clock, we're directly lined up. Toes reach up, heel points down to you. One more time. Toes reach over for the 1 o'clock. Easy, relax your shoulders and teeth. 2 o'clock. Start to pull those toes back for the 3 o'clock. Big toe edge towards you more for the 4 o'clock. Big toe edge towards you more. 5. When you come to that 6 o'clock, toenails towards the front of your shin bone, heel up. Keep the foot flexed. Pinky toe edge comes towards you for the 7 o'clock. Pinky toe edge towards you more for the 8 o'clock. Start to curl the toes. 9 o'clock, start to point more. Still pinky toe edge towards you more. 10, 11, 12. Now we reverse. Pinky toe edge comes towards you for 11 o'clock. Pinky toe edge towards you more. 10, and then more for 9. Pull the toes back more for 8. Now we're flexing more. We're at that 7 o'clock where the pinky toe edge comes towards you. And then for 6 o'clock, the toes are to the front of the shin bone. Keep the flex. Go over to 5 o'clock. Big toe edge comes towards you. And then 4 o'clock, start to curl the toes a bit. 3 o'clock, toes curl more. You still have the big toe edge coming towards you more. Try not to rotate your thigh bone here. Then to 2 o'clock. And then 1 o'clock. Point directly for 12 o'clock. 2 more times around the clock. Keep the point. Pinky toe edge comes towards you first. 11, then start to pull the toes back a bit. 10, then way over there for 9. Toes start to pull back more for 8. Pinky toe edge towards you more. Pinky toe edge towards you more for 7, and then release your foot back to the flex for 6. Big toe edge comes towards you, keep flexing for 5. Big toe edge towards you more for 4. Start to curl the toes over there for 3. Big toe edge still towards you. Big toe edge towards you. Start to release that. Start to point more. 2. 1. Then come up to 12 o'clock. One more time around the clock. Easy. Pointing over to 11. Pointing 10. Start to release the toes back. Pinky toe edge towards you a lot. A lot more for 8. Pinky toe edge towards you more for 7. To come to that 6, you're in that full flex that we did earlier. You got it. Now, big toe edge towards you for 5 in the flex. Big toe edge towards you more for 4. Start to point. Big toe edge towards you more over 3. Relax your shoulders, not a lot of tension there. Then up towards the 2. And then reach to the point for 1. And then point directly up for 12 o'clock. And then rest. Excellent job. Remove the pillow. Hips come down. Arms gently wide. Feet wide. Let your knees twist to the side gently. We were there forever. You did really well with that. And then come back center. And then gently let your knees and hips rotate and twist the other way. Be gentle. Be kind to yourself. Really great job. and then come center, and you can gently roll over to your side and pat yourself on the back for getting through all of that. That was a lot of ankle articulation, but all of that range of motion is really strengthening for your ankle, foot, and toes. You could focus on this standing or just sitting in a chair like I'm doing here, taking those toes around the clock, going through all those different points. Really think of reaching the toes away from the center of the clock as you go around as much as you can in a nice slow tempo. Will really help you gain autonomy, awareness, and strength. I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.